हेलो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल एलआईएस एक्सपर्ट। मैं अपने चैनल एलआईएस एक्सपर्ट पर आप सब लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। चलिए आज मैं आपको पढ़ाती हूँ राइट टू इंफॉर्मेशन एक्ट। इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द राइट टू इंफॉर्मेशन एक्ट 2005 इन द यूनिवर्सिटी एंड कॉलेजेस। राइट टू इंफॉर्मेशन एक्ट 2005 22 of 2005 has been enacted by the Parliament, has come into force from 15 June 2005. These Act provide right to information for citizens to secure access of information under the control of public authority in order to promote transparency, accountability in the working of public authority. All the universities and colleges established by law by the act made by the parliament or state legislature by notification by the appropriate government and or owned, controlled, and subsequently financed directly indirectly by fund provided by the government shall come in within the meaning of public authority under this act. Whereas some provision of this act hasn't came into fact immediately on this enactment date of 15 June 2005. Other provisions shall come into effect on 100 and 120 days of its enactment. All universities and colleges are therefore advised to carefully go through this act and take necessary steps for implementation of various provisions, including proactive disclosure of certain kind of information. Such information shall be made available to public at large through the website by the Sun University and colleges. Full text of the Act and frequently asked questions for implementation of the Act are available on the website www.righttoinformation.government.in. Right to Information Act are available in following language: English, Hindi, Assami, Bangladesh, Gujarati, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Oriya, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu. Constituted quarterly return from CPIO of the University Grant Commission, New Delhi. 2019 January, 2018 October, July, April, January, 2017 October, July, April, January, 2016 October, July, April, January, 2015 July to December, April and January, 2014 October, September, January, June or March, 2013 December, September, June or March, 2012 December, September, June, March, 2011 December, September, June, March, 2010 December, September, June. Information to be published in pursuant of Section 41B of Right to Information Act 2005 being updated. Center Public Information Officer and affiliated authority as on 2 July 2018. English list of the office designed CP Center Public Information Officers and appealing authority for implementation of the Right to Information Act 2005 Dictate Education Bureau. So this is all about Right to Information Act, which is established on 15 June 2005. Now come to the next topic, Information Technology Act. Information Technology Act 2000 and IT Act was notified on October 17, 2000. It is the law that deals with the cybercrime and electronic commerce in India. And this article we will look at the objective and figure of the Information Technology Act 2000. Information Technology Act 1996. United Nations Commission on International Trade, UNC trial adopted model law on electronic commerce e-commerce bring to uniformity the law in different countries. Further, the General Assemblies of the United Nations United Nation technology United Nations recommended that all the all the country must consider this model law before making changes to their own law. India become India become the 12th century to enable cybercrime law after it passed Information Technology Act 2000. While the first draft was created by the Ministry of Commerce, Government of India as the E-Commerce Act 1998, it was redrafted as the Information Technology Bill 1999 and passed in May 2000. I am repeating this line again. While the draft was created by the Ministry of Commerce, Government of India as the E-Commerce Act. पहले कैसे आया था ई कॉमर्स एक्ट की तरह 1998 में. It was redrafted as a Information Technology Bill 1999 and passed in May 2000. The objective of the Act, Information Technology Act 2000, provide legal recognition to the transaction done or electronic exchange of data and other electronic mean of communication or electronic commerce transaction. These also involve the use of alternatives to the proper based method of communication storage to facilitate the electronic billing of documents with the government agency. Further, this act amended the Indian Penal Code 1860, the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1981, and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. The following objective of the act are as follows: legal recognition of transaction done by electronic exchange of data and other electronic mean of communication or e-commerce in place of earlier post-based method of communication, giving legal recognition initial digital signature for the authentication of any information matter required legal authentication. Third, facilitating electronic filing of documents with government agency and also department. Fourth, facilitating electronic storage of data. Fifth, giving digital legal sanction and also facilitate legal transfer of fund between banks and financial institute. Sixth, legal recognition to bankers under Evidence Act 1891 and Reserve Bank of India Act 1934 for keeping the book of account in electronic form. Feature of the IT Act 2000. All the electronic contract made through secure electronic channels are legally valid. Legal Second, legal recognition of digital signature. Third, security measure for electronic records and also other digital signature are in place a procedure for the appointment of the uh, uh, under judiciary officer for holding and inquiry under the act is finalized. Provision for establishing a cycle regulation implementation tribunals under the act. Further, the tribunal will handle all the appeals made against the order of the contractor adjusting officer. Uh, 6 point, an appeal against the order of the cyber appellant tribunal is possible only in the High Court. Digital signature will use an asa- asymmetric cyto system and also a hash function. This is 7.8 is provision for appointment of the controller of certificatory authority CCA to license the regulation, the working of certifying authority and the controller to act as a a repository of all the digital signature. 8 point. 9 point. The act apply to offense and contraventions committed outside India. 10th point. Senior of police officer and other officer can enter any public place and search and arrest without warrant. 11 point. Provision for the constitution of cyber regulation advisory committee to advise the central government and controller. Applicability. According to the section 1 2, this act extended to the entire country and which also include Jammu. In order to include Jammu Kashmir, the act use Article 253 of the Constitution. Further, it does not take ship into account, provide extra territorial jurisdiction. And Section 1 2, along with Section 75, specialize that these act is applicable to any offence and controversial committed outside India as well if the conduct of the person constituting the offence involves a computer or computerized system or a network located in India, then in respect of his or her nationality, the person is punishable under this act. Lack of international cooperation is the only limitation of this provision. Non-applicability. According to the Section 1 4 of the IT Act 2000, the Act is not applicable to the following document: execution of nomination institution under Noticeable Instrument Act 1881 except check. Execution of the power of the attorney under the Power of the Attorney Act 1882. Creation of the trust under Indian Trust Act 1882. Execution of the will under the Indian Succession Act 1925, including any other testimony disposition by whatever named called. Entering into the contract for the sale of the convenience of the whole property or any other interest in such a property. As such, any such of the class of document and transaction may be notified by the central government in the gazetteer. Primary objective of the act are granting legal uh, primary objective of the act are granting legal recognition all the transaction done through an electronic data exchange, other mean of electronic communication, e-commerce in place of earlier paper-based communication. First point. Second point, providing legal recognition to digital signature for the authentication of any information matter requiring authentication. Third point, facilitating electronic filing documents with different government department and also agency. Fourth one, facilitating electronic storage of data. Fifth, providing legal sanction, also facilitating electronic transfer of funds between bank and institute. 6 point, granting legal recognition to banker for keeping the book of account in an electronic form. And further, this is a grant under the Evidence Act 1891 and the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So this is all about to Act, Right to Information Act, and Information Technology Act 2000. Hope so you like my this video. If you like it, please click on bell icon and give your comments to me and subscribe my channel too. Thank you friends and have a nice day.